Hi, so following my wife's diagnosis with uterine cancer and first day we sacked the doctors after diagnosis and used a completely natural approach, and I'm being continually asked how I approached it, what was the kind of thinking behind it. So this is a very short video to give a very quick overview of the basic idea behind the approach that I took. So cancer then is a symptom. It's a symptom of a body that's out of balance. There's problems in your body which create an environment conducive to cancer and or other diseases depending upon your own personal weaknesses, your genetic makeup and so on. So the body being out of balance then is probably easiest to look at it in 6 areas that it gets out of balance. So I'm going to go through those 6 areas very quickly in no particular order. But number 1, your body becomes, your cellular, your cells become low in oxygen. Okay, so we know for a fact, it was proven nearly 100 years ago by Dr. Otto Warburg that low cellular oxygen results in cancer as a survival mechanism for the cells. Okay, so low cellular oxygen is the first thing. Okay, the second thing, which is the other side of the coin to low cellular oxygen, is high acidity. When we say acidity, we don't, obviously the pH of the body needs to be different in different parts. So some parts of the body need to be acidic, so your stomach, for example, and your skin. Other parts, and the blood I'm thinking of in particular, need to be slightly alkaline. And if and it needs to be in a very tight window, which is about 7.35, the pH, which is just slightly alkaline. But if that's pH starts to drop, even though it's still alkaline, we call it acidic, okay, because it's moving towards acidity, and that is a very, very dangerous thing. And it's actually created by the low oxygen. So low oxygen, high acidity. We'll call it acidity. It's not technically acidity, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. So low oxygen, high acidity. The next thing is high oxidation. Okay, oxidation is a natural process in the body. It's not a problem at the correct levels, but if it gets too much out of balance, it is a big problem. We don't want serious chronic oxidation, and someone who's sick typically will have that. The fourth thing, which is linked to the oxidation, is high inflammation. Okay, chronic inflammation. Again, inflammation is a natural part of the body's process. If, for example, you twist your ankle, you're going to get inflammation there as part of the immune response to heal it. So that's okay, but chronic inflammation is not good at all. And it's very, in fact, cancer requires inflammation to metastasize. So when cancer spreads, it spreads along the inflammation pathways. You do not want those inflammation pathways. You don't want inflammation in excess, you don't want oxidation. Okay, so the fifth thing is deficiencies, nutritional deficiencies, especially minerals. More people are deficient in minerals, and minerals are more important. And they're partly more important than vitamins, for example, because vitamins without minerals are useless. Can't work, have to have minerals to work. Whereas minerals can, to some degree, work without the vitamins. So minerals are more important, and also because plants can make their own vitamins, but they get their minerals from the soil, and our soils are deficient. By default, we're all deficient in minerals, especially the trace minerals. The macro minerals are much lower levels in the vegetables and fruit and so on, but the trace minerals very often are non-existent. We just cannot get them from our diet. So nutritionally, we are deficient, and as you get sick you need more nutrients, and so that drives the deficiencies to a greater level and greater depth. So we need to deal with deficiencies, and it's not just minerals, it's a range of things, but minerals are fundamental and foundational. Okay, the sixth and final thing is that our immune becomes suppressed. Sometimes it becomes overactive depending on the particular problem. Sometimes it's both suppressed and overactive. Overactive immune would be underlying problems such as autoimmune and allergies. Okay, that's where the immune is over-responding to something, and suppressed is typically what would happen to the immune of someone that went on to get cancer. Okay, so you don't want it suppressed, you don't want it overactive, you need it balanced, you need your body balanced. So once you understand that those 6 areas of imbalance have happened in your body, if you're sick, and it doesn't have to be cancer, it can be cancer, fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, whatever, all of them have an out of balance body, and these are the areas that they become out of balance. And so the object of the natural approach is not to treat the disease, but to treat the imbalances that have created the disease. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're not going to treat the disease, which we're not allowed to legally anyway if we're not a medical doctor, but we're going to treat the actual cause of the disease. So my approach then, looking at those areas of imbalance, is to use a range of supplements, diet, good water, avoiding toxins. So all of these things put together to help to change the environment in the body. Okay, so we're going to avoid excess toxins. We can't avoid all toxins, but we're going to avoid toxins. We're going to give our body the tools to remove the toxins that are already in it, starting with good clean water. Okay, and then we're going to give our body the tools it needs in the form of supplements and diet to start to address the immune, the acidity, the oxidation, the inflammation, the deficiencies, etc. Okay, so that's the approach. It's not rocket science, it's quite simple. You get sick when your body goes out of balance. Okay, hope that helps. And you can go into the pin post in the forum, and you can get more details on exactly which supplements and how I go about that. All right, lovely, thank you, bye bye.